People aren't always aware that they are sabotaging themselves, and connecting a behavior to a self sabotaging consequences is no guarantee that a person will disengage from the behavior. Hello, motherfucker. Thanks for joining. We'll be discussing fitness, fashion, and ways to focus on greatness. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. Self sabotaging behavior. Behavior is said to be self sabotaging when it creates problems in daily life and interferes with long standing goals. Among the most common self sabotaging behaviors are procrastination, self medication with drugs or alcohol, even comfort eating. 5 ways to stop self sabotaging behavior. Number 1, dwelling on if only. We all have regrets, whether they're about something we did or something we didn't do. Sometimes we play the if only game about things that we can't control, but that we wish were different. If we had grown up with different parents, if we were more talented, if we had more money, if our partner could only understand us. These thoughts can follow us around for decades, and the problem with them is that they don't lead to action. Repeatedly revisiting if only fantasies when they involve things we can't do anything about keeps us idling in neutral. Given our lack of time machine and the inability to overhaul people other than ourselves, continuing to indulge in these thoughts brings nothing but further frustration. These thoughts do not spur action, inspiration, or problem solving. And worst of all, dwelling on them keeps the same patterns going. Try turning if only into a different mindset altogether by accepting what's done, but using this fact to influence your future actions. For example, I have learned something from X, which is Y, and here's how I plan to use it to improve things. Number 2, burying your thoughts. When you suppress a thought, you have no chance to process it, to understand it, feel it, and perhaps eventually decide that it doesn't make sense. Ironically, walking around afraid what your brain has to say gives your thoughts far too much importance. The more you battle your thoughts, the more you deny yourself the opportunity to work through them, and the more you keep yourself locked in a negative pattern. Try acknowledging your thoughts and facing them, emphasizing that they are just thoughts and labeling them as such. Number 3, burying your feelings. Many people think that to fully acknowledge feelings means yelling obscenities in the grocery store or hysterically cursing at their next staff meeting. But letting yourself feel things is not the same as unleashing emotions onto the world at large. In fact, you'll be less likely to unleash feelings in inappropriate ways if you've actually acknowledged them and worked through them in the first place. Oftentimes we bury feelings out of guilt or out of fear. But feelings, when hidden, grow bigger and bigger. They will corrode you from the inside out. Number 4, procrastination. If you spend so much time saving until tomorrow, the habits you want to pick up and the changes you want to make will always be beyond your reach because tomorrow is a constantly moving target. This is the reason why a clean slate discussed can be so powerful. We desperately crave the ability to be free from the things we already view as tainted, a busted diet, a sour relationship, or a pattern of motivation killing habits at work. Focus on the jump start. Be willing to work towards your goals. That is the only way to commit to success, is being consistent. Allow your goals to work for you rather than against you. If you're someone who must have a clean slate to get motivated, it doesn't have to be tomorrow. Why not have that clean slate start over in an hour or 15 minutes? This helps with your all or nothing thinking that can lead you to write off the rest of the day or the week or the month, getting you farther and farther away from your goals. Number 5, letting inertia harm you rather than help you. Inertia is fantastic when it's on your side. If you pick up a healthy habit and maintain it for several weeks in a row, making coffee rather than buying it, taking the stairs rather than the elevator, sorting your emails as they come in to get more organized. But too often, inertia applies to habits we don't want to have and activities that make us feel unproductive and unhealthy. But we've become so prone to staying in place. The calendar flipping to a new year, feelings of being fed up, new workout gear, or public promises can all jumpstart new behaviors, but they don't address the underlying inertia, which is truly needed to change long term behavior. You must build the right day to day structure in order for new habits to take hold. Otherwise, the inertia of old habits really never goes away. Sure, those new workout pants are great, but if your gym is still too far away or too incompatible with your work hours or is too strenuous, then you haven't done anything to address the inertia that prevents you from actually going to the gym. We don't honestly want to keep any of those bad behaviors. We want to start fresh because it's a much better process in life. So, how do you counter self sabotage? It will require self love. You are enough. You are perfect as you are. Let go of those who think any differently than that. You can't hold on to everyone. Stop dwelling over your mistakes and give yourself some credit. Speak kindly to yourself. Forgive yourself. Take care of yourself. And above everything else, love yourself without complexities or conditions. Give yourself limitless love, and as you do, you will attract those who will love you without boundaries. I find oftentimes we put so many restrictions on ourselves so that others will love us that we never truly learn to love ourselves. A few ways that I have found that has helped me practice self-love are to eat for nutrition. Knowing that eating is my fuel to my body and what I put in should be good. That has helped me tremendously. Spending time doing things that make me happy instead of just boggling down my calendar with event after event, thinking I need to be everywhere. Those two items have helped me tremendously knowing Lori and who I am inside. I think once you have disciplined yourself enough to control what's going in your body and control what's going in your thoughts, that you will become at a much better place in your life and be able to exude that love out into the world so that anyone that isn't bringing you love and kindness won't even approach you. Tell me what you guys think. Note down in the comment section ways that you practice self-love. I'm sure it's lots of things that I've missed. I'm just giving you tips on what I found that has been useful in my life. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and like the video. Thank you.